It seems like Miv Kvlt is not exactly a fan of my work. Just a few days ago, he spent 50 minutes covering my recent commentary on Kumo. However, I'm not going to be talking about that video all that much. The main reason being, they don't think it's particularly consequential. I'm not putting words in any of their mouths by saying that. Here's Enla, who was in the video, directly saying that she does not think the topic I discussed, that being the Vita situation, was all that important to the wider discussion regarding Lyo.
But it's the biggest inaccuracy that they can cling to. Everyone's hopping on the Vita thing because even though, despite the fact that there's like 50 minutes of like other shit.
Mitzi!
Yep, she's here. Like, this is the biggest thing that they can cling to, even though it's, like, the most inconsequential detail in the video, but they'll cling to it because it's all they got.
Of course, this topic is of so little consequence that these people spend nearly 50 minutes arguing against my video about it. Why they would do that if this doesn't matter, I admittedly have no idea. I should also note that I dislike this idea that facts about a predation case are inconsequential, apparently, but that's a different topic entirely. Instead, I want to focus on the fact that these people think this is inconsequential, and I want to stress that they specifically chastise me and others for discussing it, saying it's the only thing we have in order to downplay the severity of what's being talked about, only to then spend nearly an hour talking about it. Unfortunately, this same Catch-22 prevents me from responding to a lot of his most recent stream, where I am covered extensively. As you see, this man does not really care about what I talk about. Just listen to this interjection from less than 10 minutes into their stream if you don't believe me, and remember, this is one of the first things they say. Modern music by Sester360. Now, first off, modern music isn't a term that's actually used by historians or scholars of music. At least.
Okay, who the fuck cares? It's basically a social construct of other people who use that term to describe modern music. What are you gonna say? Imagine you're in 1960s. And fucking Elvis is popping off from the top, the hot boards or whatever the fuck. Sorry, I just woke up. And then Efron is just like, why are you calling this modern music? Ugh, yucky. Like it very much depends on the variety of the time lapse. Efron, it's not that deep. Calm down, okay.
To answer your question, by the way, I'd say that I care given I decided to bring it up, and also I'd argue you care at least somewhat if you decided to put effort into deconstructing what I said as you did in that clip. Anyway, these almost 3 hours worth of content are just filled with examples of Miv talking about how little they care about what I think. Because again, when you don't care about something, you talk about it for almost 3 hours. You spend large amounts of time deconstructing points you don't care about, and you continue watching content that apparently makes you feel nothing but apathy. I don't get it myself, but it does mean that I can respond to the arguments made rather easily, because a lot of them are just saying they subjectively don't care, which, you know what, is absolutely fine, even if it isn't particularly entertaining commentary to hear that said over and over again for a combined almost 3 hours. Good night, and good luck.